All right, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening again to all of you, no? So we are now in module 2, no? So about the professional practice, no, of accounting. All right, so ano bang ginagawa natin if you are an accountant already, 'di ba? So again, it is also part of the RA number 9298, no, or the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2020 2004. Wala pa rin naman nagbago, no? So, although there would be some revisions particularly for the law, no? So ano yung class, no? So uh, meaning to say, no, as part of this regulations of the accounting profession, all right, or the RA number 9298 or the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2024, no? So ano yung class? Ano yung tatlo, no? Letter A, standards, no, in terms of or regulations of the accounting educations, no? Examinations and registration of the CPAs. Now, if you are a certified public accountant, letter C, supervision and control, and the regulations of the practice of accountancy in the Philippines. So, very important also, class, no? That very important here is about yung tinatawag nating implementing rules and regulations, no? And also about some of the clarifications for the RA number 9298. All right. Number two, very important also, class, that in terms of the RA number 9298, no, also we have the financial reporting standards and engagement standards, no, established as a record standard setting. Also, we have the code of ethics, no, for professional accountants, no, in the Philippines. That's also one. Approved on February 20 of 2018, resolutions number 18 series of 2018. And the resolution here is known as, or the adaptation of the 2016 Code of Ethics, no, for professional accountants in the Philippines. Okay? Or the Code of Ethics for professional accountants in the Philippines, and amendment therefore. And number four, very important here is the 2016 Continuing Professional Development Act, or the CPD, no? And tayo ay may 120 units. Okay. Yan yung masaklap class, no? Sectors of the accounting practice. So, ano yung mga sectors of accounting practice? You have the practice of public accountancy, or in the public practice. Practice in the commerce and industry, or PCI, no? Practice in education and the academy. Practice in the government. So, apat yan, class, ha? Apat yung pupuntahan natin pag kayo ay certified public accountant na. And also, one of this, no, what are the influential accounting and auditing standards setting bodies, organizations, regulatory bodies, no? So, of course, yung ating PRC, Regulatory Government Agencies, is our Philip Professional Regulation Commission. And this agency administers or implements and enforces the regulatory policies of the national government with respect to the regulation and licensing of the various professors or professions, under the jurisdictions of, or the maintenance of, the professional standards and ethics, diba? So yung PRC, yung ating government agencies together with our Board of Accountancy. So, sino yung mga BOA natin, no? So, in the body of promulgations by the Bureau of or the Board of Accountancy, it is in the practice of accountancy in the Philippines, no? And empowered to administer the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004, or RA number 9298. Okay? So, in terms of the BOA, ang sabi, it is composed now of a chairman and a six members to be appointed by the President of the Philippines from the list of three recommendees of each position, ranked by the Commission from the list of five nominees for each position submitted by the APO. The chairman and the members of the BOA shall hold office for a term of 3 years. Okay, please take note, 3 years tayo. Any vacancy occurring within the term shall be filed for the unexpired portion of the term only. No person who has served two consecutive complete terms as chairman or member shall be eligible for reappointment as chairman or member until the lapse of 1 year. Appointment to fill up an unexpired term is not considered as a complete term. and no person shall serve the BOA for more than 12 years. So, ibig sabihin, pag 12 years ka na, hindi ka na pwede. No? So, ano yung qualifications? No? Must be natural born citizen and resident of the Philippines. Please take note, ha? Dapat natural born and resident of the Philippines. Must be duly registered CPAs with at least 10 years work experience in the scope of public accountancy. Must be good moral character and must not involve or been convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude. Must not have any pecuniary interest, directly or indirectly, in any school, college, university, institution conferring to the academic degree necessary for the admission to the practice of accountancy. Must not be a director or officer of the APO at the time of the appointment. So, yan class, no? Ang nasasaad about the BOA, no? Number three, we have also here the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. No? This government agency, of course, regulates the registration and operations of our corporations, partnership man yan, and the other forms of the organizations. Yan. Ano yung overall objectives? Okay? And so, of course, to assist or providing investors, okay? Particularly for informations, no, 'di ba, sa ating mga investment. Okay? It has also considerable influencing in setting up reporting standards. Yes. So it is also represented by the standard setting bodies such as PFRC, ASC, and the Philippine Interpretations Committee. Okay? The SEC has the power to establish the rules for any CPAs associated with the audited financial statement. Diba, napansin nyo class, no? Sinasubmit natin sa SEC together with the BIR yung ating audited financial statement. Lalo na if ang company ay publicly listed company. Alright. Next one naman, yung ating Commission on Audit. So, sino yung mga COA natin? Constitutional Commission has the power and the authority and duty to examine, audit, and settle all the accounts pertaining to the revenue and the receipts of the expenditures or uses. By the way, sorry, SEC pala is composed of a chairman and a 4 commissioners for a term of 7 years. Okay? Commission on Audit naman ay sila ay nag-o-audit sa ating mga government controlled corporation, and any recommended measures to improve the efficiencies and effectiveness of the government operations. And the COA is composed of a chairman and a 2 commissioner, no? So, tatlo lang yan, ha? They are called the commission proper, appointed by the president with the consent of commission on the appointment for a term of 7 years, no? Number 5, also yung ating Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, no? Or BSP. So, ano yung objective niya? Of course, to promulgate or to maintain the price stability conducive to a balanced and sustainable economic growth. No? It is also aims to promote and preserve monetary stability and the convertibility of the peso. Okay? The power and the functions of the BSP shall be exercised by the BSP Monetary Board, composed of 7 members, appointed by the President for a term of 6 years. Of course, yung ating paborito, yung ating Bureau of Internal Revenue. No? So, and this agency aims to raise revenues for the government through the effective and the efficient collections of taxes. Alright, so with this, it provides quality service to taxpayer and enforce tax laws in the impartial and the uniform manner. Okay? Then also, we have Insurance Commission. Siya naman yung nagmamandate and regulate the insurance industry in the Philippines. Sino naman yung mga professional organizations? Of course, pag CPA na kayo ay part na ng Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountant or PICPA, and it is the accredited national professional organizations of the Certified Public Accountant. No? It is on October 2, 1975, accredited by the SEC number 15. Ano ba ginagawa ng ating PICPA? No? It serves that all the members in the different sectors of the accounting profession, which include public practice, education, government, and commerce and industry through a set of technical and social services. So, dapat tayo ay member ng ating PICPA. No? PICPA being a member of the body of the International Federation of Accountants or IFAC. Okay? So, yan. So, BOA naman, on December 26, 2004, the PR BOA, upon the recommendations of the PFRSC's approved adoption in the Philippines of all the new, revised, and improvised IAS and IFRS effective January 1, 2005. So, ano yung mga sectoral organizations? You can be a member in ACPAP or public practice. What do you mean class of public practice? Pag tayo ay nasa ano na, nasa CPAs, no, we are doing public practice. Pag tayo ay nasa NACPA, no, associations of the CPAs in education. Like me as a professor, okay, a reviewer, I am part of the NACPA. Also, if we have commerce and industry, all right, like also me, no, I work in San Miguel, also private companies, no, and government association of the CPAs or GACPA. So there are four, no. So what are the standard setting bodies? No? So you have the PFSRSC, the Philippine Financial and Sustainability Reporting Standard Council. So it is to replace and intended to replace the Accounting Standard Council or ASC to the implementing rules of or regulations of the IRR number 9298 or the Philippine Act of 2004. It is the responsible for the promulgation of the GAAP in the Philippines. Please take note ha, hindi na siya ASC but the PFSRSC na, no? So the PFSRSC na mahaba na nga, no? Composed of 18 members with a chairman who had been previously or presently be a senior accounting practitioner in any scope of accounting practice and 14 represented by the different sectors, no? So, chairman, isa, Board of Accountancy, dalawa sa SEC, isa sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, isa sa BIR, major organizations composed of preparers and users of FS isa, Commission on Audit isa, and Insurance Commission ay dalawa. No? Then, accredited national professional org of the CPAs, dalawa. No? Public practice, dalawa. Commerce and industry, dalawa. Academe and education, dalawa. Government, dalawa. Overall, magkano lahat? Magkano sila lahat? 18, no? And the term is 3 years and renewable for another term. So, pwede ka pang kung gusto mo pa. Okay? You have also your Auditing and Assurance Standards Council. The AASC, it is also an independent body. Ang task nila, of course, auditing. Kanina is more on GAAP. Ito naman ay auditing standards and procedures that would govern the examinations of the FS and shall guide the members of the profession in the Philippines. Ganon din, 18 din sila, no? Same kanina. Okay? And we have the chairman, no? And 17 representative members from the various sectors of the profession. Isang chairman, isang board of accountancy, isang SEC, isang Bangko Sentral, association in the organization of the CPAs in active public practice, isa, Commission on Audit, isa, at also Insurance Commission, isa. Madami class sa public practice, no, siyam. Okay, then isa, Commerce and Industry and Academe. Kasi nga, yan ay audit. The term is 3 years and renewable naman for another term. Okay? We have also here the International Federation of Accountants or the IFAC. So it is the organizations for the accountancy profession founded in 1977. Okay? It is comprised of 175 members and associates in more than 130 countries worldwide. No? It represents approximately 3 million accountants in public practices, industry, commerce, and the public sector and education. So, ano yung mga primary activities, no? Of course, they serve as part of the public practice. They contribute to the efficiency of global economy and providing leadership. Okay? We have also here the International Accounting Standard Board. Okay, ito naman ay nagsimula sa London, no? Consists of 14 members. We have also here International Auditing Practices Committee, Standard Committee on the Council of IFAC. Same ng IFAC, no? For development and the issuance on behalf of the council. It is more on audit and attest functions lang naman. Okay? Other bodies. Okay? So you have Education Technical Council. So created by the PRC upon the recommendations of the BOA to assist the board in carrying out powers and functions provided by the RA number 9298 in attainment and the objective of the continuously upgrading the accountancy profession in the Philippines to make Filipino globally competitive. So, yung ETC are composed of the 7 members with the chairman who had previously been presently senior practitioner in the academy or education. So, chairman isa, board of accountancy isa, public practice isa sa commerce and industry, dalawa sa academy, isa sa government. All in all, we have 7. The term is 3 years and renewable naman again in another term. We have also here Quality Review Committee naman. Committee is created by the PRC upon recommendations of the BOA to conduct oversight into the quality of audit. Ito naman ay quality of audit, no, to the review of the quality control. Sino yung nandito? Ganon din, 7. Chairman, isa. Board of Accountancy, isa. Of course, ito ay public practice. Mas madami. Sa public practice, dalawa. Tigi-isa sa commerce and industry, academe, and government. Same pa rin class. Sa board exam nyo, hindi kayo mawawala. No? The term is still 3 years and to be renewable for another 3 term. Sorry. Okay? Then we have also your PRC CPD Council. The board, upon approval by the PRC, shall create a council that will assist in the board in implementing the CPD program. So, ito ay continuing professional development. Bago kayo mag-renew, dapat meron kayong continuing professional development. Okay. Ito muna class. Examinations, magbabago to sa 2028, right? Okay, but for now, this is the examinations, no? Under the BOA Resolutions number 274, series of 2015. Again, ha? Uh, I challenge you na dapat maging CPA na kayo bago mag-year 2028. Para at least ito pa rin yung coverage, no? The scope of examinations, the RFBT, regulatory framework for business transactions. You have the taxation, the management advisory services. This is now called management services, auditing, FAR, and AFAR. Okay? So, same pa rin class ha. The ratings in the examination to be qualified as having passed CPA examination, a candidate must obtain general average of 75% with no grade lower than 65% in any given subject. In the event that the candidate obtained a rating of 75 and above in at least majority of the subject, anong tawag doon? Conditional. As long as majority, ha? Alright, for that to pass, no? Provided that the candidate shall take examination in the remaining subjects within 2 years. Provided further, if the candidate fails to obtain at least a general average of 75% and a rating of 65% in the following year, candidate shall be considered failed. Nako, yan class ang masaklap ha. Dapat ipasa niya na yan, no? Next one is the issuance and certificate of the registration of the professional identification card as a CPA. Certificate of registration or the COR and the professional identification card or the PIC shall be issued to successful candidates. And with this one, the COR shall bear the signature of the chairperson of the Professional Regulatory Commission and the chairman of the Board of Accountancy, stamped with the official seal of the commission on the board, indicating that the person named therein is entitled to the practice of professions and the privilege appertinent thereto. Now, yan. So The card bearing the registration number, the date of issuance, expiry date, duly signed by the chairperson, and the commission is renewable for every 3 years. Renewable, okay? You have also here grounds for refusal. No? Di ka na pwedeng magkaroon ng ID pag may convictions of to court or competent jurisdictions, criminal offense, diba? Guilty of immoral and dishonorable conduct, unsound mind, and misrepresentation for the CPA examination, no? Restatement naman and reissuance and replacement pwede, no? Or revoke. BOA may, after the expiration of the 2 years from the date of revocations of COR and upon applications and for reasons thereof, sufficient and deemed proper, and after being convicted or convinced of the applicant's remorse and rehabilitation, reinstate the validity or revoke the COR. In doing so, it may be discretion and accept. No? So, pwede mag-reinstate. So, ano yung meaningful experience naman? No? As commerce and industry, nagtatrabaho ka sa private. Ganun lang naman. No? Doing accounting, budgeting, taxation. Academic naman, napakadali. Teacher ka. No? Include teaching of at least 3 trimesters or 2 semesters subject in either financial accounting, business law, taxation, auditing problem, auditing theory, financial management, and management services. Now, provided that the accumulated teaching experience of this subject shall not be less than 3 school years. Yes. No? We have government as a BIR, Bureau of Customs, COA. No? Yan. So, yan ang accounting, budgeting, tax administration. Public practice, if you are doing your own CPA firm, and also SGV, Punong Bayan, Reyes, Rakanta, Kandong. No? Yan. So, ownership naman of working capital. No? All working capital, schedules, sorry, papers, not capital. No? Memoranda made by the CPAs and staff in the course of examination, including those prepared and submitted by the client, or incident to the course of the examination by such CPA, no, except that the reports submitted by the CPA to the client shall be treated as confidential. Latin class ay confidentiality. No, as long as, ano sinabi? There would be subpoena from court, tribunal, government regulator, admin body in accordance with the Philippine law. No? Also class, very important here is to use seal and the use seal. No? All registered CPA shall obtain the use of seal or design prescribed by the Board of Accountancy bearing the registrant name, registration number and the date, the PTR number, tax receipt, of course, and number of accreditation. The seat of the CPA shall in the circular in the form with a smaller circle. No? Within in the upper portion of the space between circles shall be engraved the name of individual CPA firm, CPA firm. Alright, so dapat yan ha. Alright. So again very important here is the seal, no, as a CPA. Okay? So affixing the CPA seals and signature an indication of compliance with the CPA or the requisite accounting and auditing standards and rules. Okay? Also very important here is the limitations or of the practice of accountancy. Okay, ano yung mga limitations ng CPAs, no? Single practitioners and partnership for the practice of accountancy shall be registered certified public accountant. Please take note, ha? Shall be registered certified public accountants in the Philippines, no? Hindi pwedeng hindi CPA, no? All right? Very important here is also foreign CPAs. Special temporary permits may be issued by the BOA subject to the approval by the PRC. Okay? So, yan. So, a foreign, yun yung mga special. Foreign CPA, called for consultation, alright, subject to the approval of the PRC, no? So, halimbawa, through consultation or the specific purpose in the judgment of the BOA, no, is essential for the development of the country. Pwede, no? Ano pa? Foreign CPA engaged as a professor, lecturer, critic, essential in accountancy education in the Philippines, and his engagement is confined to teaching only. Magtuturo ka lang. Alright? So, pwedeng ganun, no? Or, the foreign company or foreign CPA is internationally recognized, expert with a specialization to any branch of the accountancy with his or her capacity, all right, for the advancement also again of the accountancy profession. All right. So yan ha. So yan ang ibig sabihin niya, no? Particularly for foreign CPAs. Pwede naman, no? As long as yan ay approved naman ng Bureau of Accountancy. Okay? O, ito class. Pag CPA ka na, continuing professional development or ECPD, all right? It refers to the inculcation, assimilation, acquisition, and also knowledge, no, or skills or proficiency and ethical moral values. So after the registration of the profession, trace and enhance the professional technical skills, no, and competence. All certified public accountants, please take note, no, shall undertake 120 credit units for 3 years. Okay? Please take note, ha? 120 units. Okay? One credit hour of CPD activity shall be equivalent to a 1 credit unit. Okay, so yan ha. Excess credit limit daw ang sabi is that pwede naman daw siya magamit or sorry, excess credit shall not be carried over to the next year except credit units earned for doctoral and master's degree. Alright, so if you are also in terms of the master's degree or doctorate degree, pwede. Okay, yan. Temporary exemption. So sino yung temporary exemptions, no? Particularly for this, no? So very important here. Particularly for, of course, number one, minimum, no, minimum requirement, no. Of course, sorry, a CPA working or practicing or furthering his or her studies abroad, right, provided that he or she has been out of the country for at least 2 years immediately, no, prior to the date of renewal, no. So ano yung required CPD units, no? Renewal of professional identification card or 15 credit units. Okay? So exemptions, of course, you have the professional working overseas workers. Pag ikaw ay OFW na nagwo-work sa ibang bansa, no? Or newly licensed professional, no? Uh, cycle after obtaining their license. Okay? And number two is also about accreditation. So initial and renewal, you have 112 or 12 credit units, no? So the minimum requirements for this, no, by the way of the competency, no, technical competence is 30 units, okay? Then professional skills naman ay 5, all right, 5 units. Then we have professional value and at the same time about ethics, okay, is 5. So all in all 30 plus 5 plus 5. So ilan lahat 'yon? So 40. Okay? Then the flexible number of units naman ay 80. So all in all you have 120 units. Okay? So at this also very important is to know also about the penal, no, the penal provisions. Now please take note. All right? So ano yung penal provisions, no? All right? So with this, particularly uh, for or any persons who shall violate, all right, uh, provisions of the 90 to 98 or any implementing rules and regulations, all right, uh, as promulgated by the Board of Accountancy, all right, so subject to the approval of the Professional Regulation Commission, or upon conviction, no, shall be punished, tinan nyo class ha, shall be punished by a fine of 50,000 or imprisonment of not exceeding naman of 2 years or both. Alright, so yan, no. So yan ang masaklap class, no, particularly for this, no. Uh, Particularly, no, very important also, no, na dapat we should also abide, no, with the rules and also about regulations ng ating Board of Accountancy. Okay? So I think that's my last slide, no, for this. Again, thank you very much and see you soon. Thank you.